Welcome to the Golden Gate Gaming Podcast, week number 21. This week I am joined by Patrick and Jose.
Hello.
We will be talking about games, and we have a new segment at the end, shamelessly ripped off, but should be a lot of fun.
Shamelessly ripped off, yeah.
Should be a lot of fun, I hope. Let's get started. Did you guys hear about this Red Dead Redemption 2 whole hullabaloo with the screenshot?
No, but I saw Rooster Teeth covered it. I was going to watch it earlier, but I was like, we're probably going to talk about this probably.
Yeah, so basically there's this like leak, and it's like, oh, a screenshot. It's like a western town, and it looked really nice. And they're like, is this Red Dead Redemption 2?
Wait, wasn't it to an MMORPG Western game that's in development
it's
from
another
company?
Western MMO.
Yeah, which I'm actually
Which actually looks really good.
Yeah, I kind of want that. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to be able to go up to people and be like, just randomly start shooting with my 6 gun and be like, da 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 da.
Yeah, and it's pretty genius marketing on their part. I'm personally convinced that they leaked it, and
just to fuck with people.
Yeah, just like to get, because it's tons of marketing for them. Like, how else would you have learned about this? Like, it's an MMO. It's like by not a big giant company. It wouldn't get a lot of ways, but having it be the game that was thought to be Red Dead Redemption 2, a ton of people hear about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gonna. Hopefully, either they time it right to where it's released before Red Dead comes out. Or I
mean, we don't know when Red Dead is coming out, so
true, but
it's gonna be hard to time it.
Rockstar, when was Red Dead Redemption, the first one?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think it was 2009. No, 2010. So it's been about 7 years already since the last Red Dead.
Damn.
And then you had 2015 with Grand Theft Auto 5, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So
something like that.
No, actually, no, it was before 2000. It was 2014-ish, or 13.
15 might have been like the PC release or something like that, or the next-gen console
13.
Release.
I remember because I was still working for Sears at the time. So, yeah, no. So, Grand Theft Auto came out like 4 years, practically 4 years ago.
Bless you.
Thank you.
3 years after Red Dead. And then it's like, So they've already had like a good 4 years to develop Red Dead Redemption 2 secretly. So I'm fairly certain within a year we may get Red Dead Redemption 2.
But maybe this was a double fake. And this is actually Red Dead Redemption 2 under the guise of a Western MMO.
I
don't think so.
That is really like reaching for the stars on that one.
No, it's not that, but it does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep that in mind and check it out when it, comes more along, this MMO. Hopefully it's good. It's got a lot of people interested now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called, the game is called Wild West Online.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, and,
WWO, the MMO.
Yep. Although, like, the screenshots, at least, that did come out, are actually pretty.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, because I know Red Dead Redemption was trying to be kind of like, it had its single player story, and then you have your online multiplayer option. But I'd rather be able to like kind of create. I do like the games that create your own narrative, like World of Warcraft kind of did, sort of. But then it's like, I kind of want to be a badass gunslinger in the West, and either be a vigilante or be like an outright outlaw and kind of just rob shit and all that crap. I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. It's definitely it's coming in the future.
Yep.
My laptop's not getting power.
That is weird. Where is it?
Wow.
Oh, there.
Anyway, speaking of games that are a while out, Risk of Rain 2 had a little whatever. Risk of Rain 2 had a little reveal a couple of days ago. Risk of Rain was a really cool was it roguelite game. It was 2D. You pick a character, you go through. It's like kind of time based. It's actually a really fun game. Had a lot of cool abilities, a lot of cool stuff. The art style is a pretty cool like 8-bit style art style. Really fun, really challenging. Had multiplayer too, which was even more challenging.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
And they just announced that Risk of Rain 2 is coming.
Right.
And it's 3D now.
I see that from the GIFs that they have.
They decided to take it from the 2D to a whole 3D world because they wanted to explore more. They thought that it would give them more like design ability and more.
Well, it kind of does.
It does.
You have the ability to like, if this guy goes over here, what the hell is he gonna see? Is he gonna see a rock, or is he gonna see like an entrance to a cave where he could possibly, find some shit or whatever?
Yeah, it's interesting to see these like indie games that are trying to find ways to like really differentiate the sequels from the originals.
Right.
Like there's not a ton like what really is a sequel to Risk of Rain that's like kind of a it's a roguelike. There's not really a story that much. It's more of a challenge based game.
Right.
Like a sequel kind of would feel more like DLC most of the time.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out a way to like change the experience. And recently, Nidhogg, the sequel to Nidhogg 2, they massively changed the art style.
Really?
Yes, it looks completely different.
So it's not like 8-bit.
No, it's got this really stylized art in it, and it's got more depth to it. It's got more stages, more weapons.
Holy Jesus!
Right? They really changed the art style.
Jesus! They went from like 8-bit styling to like I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at.
The dev of Nidhogg found that artist on some place and liked the guy's art, so he's like, "Hey, I want to hire you to do the art." I'm like, sure.
They look like knockoff Sesame Street characters.
Yeah,
Bert and Ernie.
I heard them described as Simpsons characters.
I thought that too at first. I'm like, but these two look like Bert and Ernie.
I've heard both of those.
And
like it's different. They wanted to make something different between the first and second one, so it doesn't look like it's just the same game.
The Nidhogg looks disgusting as hell.
Yeah, it does.
It's with all of a sudden it has a narwhal like tusk thing of the unicorn thing, which it didn't have in the first one, but okay, whatever.
But it's definitely an interesting thing to think about because like
that's nightmare.
A little bit nightmare inducing, yes.
Because we have all these cool indie games coming out, but it's like, what are they going to do? Are they going to come up with a full new idea for their next game, or are they going to try to figure out a way to make a sequel to this small thing? And so we've got Risk of Rain is adding 3D. Nidhogg is changing their art style completely. Like, I wonder what what the next dev's going to do. What the next little small indie darling game, what they're gonna do for their sequel.
Oh, here's a random meme of like Nidhogg 2, a fat Homer Simpson. But yeah, no, like the first, like immediately I kept thinking like, this is Bert and Ernie without clothes on. But then I did see kind of like the Simpsons correlation with the yellow skin and all that. I was like, interesting. Okay.
But then that photo of Bert and Ernie kind of.
I showed him one where you can find out later.
You don't want to.
It's a play on an old classic like Renaissance painting.
Just Google Nidhogg 2.
Yeah, you'll find it at some point. Yeah. So in terms of other games, well, not really changing, but getting rid of. Alan Wake 2 is getting removed from. It's not only Steam actually. It's all.
Yeah, it's getting removed from sale.
Yeah, because apparently it has copyrighted music that they didn't want to pay the licensing for anymore.
Yeah, well, it's just they had they had the licenses to have this music in the game for a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
those licenses are up. It's not really worth them paying a whole bunch of money to just be able to sell this game that they probably get a little bit of sales on.
Yeah, they probably don't get much anymore because the game is like $5 or $10. Oh no, the American Nightmare arcade version on the Xbox 360 I think is like $5.
It's been on Games for Gold. It's been on sale many times.
I have a physical copy of it, and I have American Nightmare on my 360.
Yeah,
so.
I have all of it on Steam just from a summer sale at some point. But
it's probably on sale right now.
Well, no, this weekend specifically, they are doing a going away sale.
Are you serious?
It's like 95% off. So if you don't have it, buy it this weekend. You know, sorry to people that are listening. It's already gone. It's off of Steam now.
I
mean,
I could
Well, I
buy it
mean,
now.
I never played it. Is it?
it's a pretty cool game.
It's a good game. It gives you kind of the feel of Twin Peaks.
And it's what, a couple bucks right now?
I'm looking that up right now.
It's like $2.
$2.99. Alan Wake American Nightmare, which is literally a standalone. It's actually a standalone game. It's a standalone for $1.
Yeah.
So literally $4 total.
Yeah, and it's good games.
And you can buy the Alan Wake franchise, which is $4, which is including the DLC, which is random extras. I might buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it. It's a good game. It's nice to just have it in your library for.
What kind of game style is it?
It's a third person over the shoulder, kind of a little bit behind camera view, and it's again, like I said, it's kind of a mix of the Twin Peaks kind of narrative story where shadows will try to kill you. So but the light, literally light from like a flashlight or light from like overhead things like what we have right now, protect you, and also they can actually act as an autosave in your game. So it's a really cool narrative concept. It's a really cool art style. I like it because it's actually one of the first games that came out for the 360, if I remember correctly. It was like one of the first horror games that came out for the 360. Then they came out a few years later with American Nightmare, which is not as creepy per se, but it still had the kind of essence of like you're getting chased down and people are trying to kill you, or shadows who possess people are trying to kill you. So
how many jump scares should I be expecting?
Not that many jump scares. It's not a jump scary type of game. It's more of like it says right here, action horror adventure third person game.
With the name of American Nightmare, you would think
the American Nightmare.
You're literally jump scares.
Nah, not really. You're actually in a like small town with a small town diner, drive-in movie theater. You have that, which is
very vague.
It's a giant monster carrying one of those like ground axes, I guess, that you can cut through in pavement. That's chasing you down and all that's fun, weird, crazy crap. But yeah, no, I think it's a really good game, and if I might actually end up buying it for the freaking $4 that
your cursor is really going through that add to cart.
It is kind of hovering over. Because last week I recently bought during Star Wars Day, I bought the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
Nice.
Because they were like $2.50 each, so I was like, fuck it, buy it. Why not?
Might as well.
Yeah, it's $2.50. Normally they're $10 each, so it's like, fuck it. I will play it at some point. So it's not too bad. It's for when you have these random ass sales that are like, hey, this is going away because we can't own it, we can't sell it anymore.
Now go down to purchase as a gift.
I'll do it later. What was the thing? But I think you can still buy the physical copy of the first game because that's on a disc and all that.
Yeah.
But you can't buy American Nightmare anymore, right? Yeah, you can't buy American Nightmare since that's part of the franchise. So, unless you downloaded it and bought it before, you're kind of scared on getting the extra little ditty.
Sorry for people that are, watching it because it's gone.
Yeah, because considering we record these on Sundays when shit happens to go bye-bye.
But yeah, I mean it's a cool little game. It's sad that it's gone. It makes sense though.
Yeah. I think they did. I think there was a newer disc version where it had American Nightmare. I think
it's just funny because like I've never heard of this happening before. A game like just gone because of the music in it. Like that's pretty interesting.
If you kept it for long enough, would the value go up?
No. The only games that actually keep their value are rare special edition games that they only sell a limited number run. So like what's it called? Fatal Frame Zero, the original copy for PlayStation 2 from Japan, is actually like when I tried looking into buying it at Fanime because somebody actually at the swap meet was selling it. Mm-hmm. That she was trying to sell it for $1,000 because that was how much it was worth.
Jesus.
That's what I remember. Fatal Frame Zero, Japan.
I now wonder if she sold that thing.
I don't know. It was a rare version copy. Yeah, here we go. Fatal Frame. Well, now this is a new sealed from eBay on for like 170. It was a different copy. I don't remember exactly the exact art on it, but it was a Japan import that you couldn't get in the United States. That was before people started realizing like, oh hey, we can buy it from PlayAsia for this much, or certain. It depends on the copy. It depends on the run. So like depending on the game, depending on how many copies were made, how well popular it was received, will depend on if they stop the production of the game. Then they will sell. You can sell the original copies for like way more, even used.
Yeah.
Hell, when Silent Hill Revelations came out, the original copy for Silent Hill, the first game, was selling for like $200, a sealed copy. And I was looking for it. I wanted the original copy with the black border instead of the one I have, which is a green border. And I got a used one for like $30 some odd because it's a used copy of a game you can't find on PS1 as a physical copy much anymore. So it's like, you know what? I'm okay with paying $40. Hell, the Fatal Frame PS2 games that you can get in America, those still hold their value at like $40 to $50 because of the fact that people keep those games because you can't buy them digitally. You can't buy them, or you can only buy them physically, and it's so hard to find physical copies these days. I'm not kidding. Some of those like old school horror games are super hard to get. I actually just got Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem for the GameCube from a friend of mine for like $30 because obviously that's also a well wanted game. Like it's one of the few games I don't have for my horror collection. Which obviously now you see I collect horror games. So
speaking of old games though, Microsoft is actually doing a cool sale.
Are they?
I think it starts this week. I don't remember exactly, but Microsoft is celebrating the fact that unlike PlayStation, the Xbox One is backwards compatible.
That is true.
They are doing a huge sale, up to 75% off 275 titles. And starts the 16th of May, so that's what today?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes,
yeah.
Starts on Tuesday.
Starts on Tuesday. Whole ton of games for 75% off. A bunch of old 360 games. And it's pretty cool. You get to celebrate the fact that it's all backwards compatible, and you can buy them on Xbox One and play them on Xbox One.
Yeah, that's always a fun thing. I'm just trying to see. Oh, okay. There's a lot of I have the games with gold popped up right now. So I need to download that and that weird game and that game. Oh hey, wait, this is Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. That's the which one is that one?
I don't remember.
I want to say that's the one that plays like Doom.
I don't know. But they starting on Tuesday, they have the complete Star Wars saga for the Xbox, or from the PlayStation 360 or the
PlayStation 360,
the Xbox 360, the complete. But it can play on the Xbox One because obviously. So, but it's like the entire length of the 6 movies. So I'm like, you know what? Good. I'm okay with playing it.
Is Saga all 6?
Yeah, it's all 6. Well, it's the first 6.
Yeah.
And
they'll
once we get to 9, 8, and 7 or 8 and 9 out, then we'll have a fuller saga coming out, which is like, oh hey, you can buy all this stuff.
Then we'll get 10, 11, 12 and have a fuller saga.
Yeah, God. I hope they don't go past that. I'm sure they will bring it to
they will.
Logical closure point. Oh my lord!
They already said they're gonna have more trilogies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, it's a contained story in 7, 8, 9.
Right.
Then another contained story in.
So, but
in 10,
will it at least deviate from the original main story, or is it going to continue on the saga?
Who knows?
But yeah, so some of the games that are currently on sale for like 75% off, you got like Saints Row the Third, Saints Row 4, 2, 1, Cat Out of Hell, which I have no idea what that is.
It's Cat Out of Hell. Cat Out of Hell is it was a DLC to the game,
but that's a standalone, isn't it?
It's a standalone DLC for Saints Row.
Oh, okay. I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda, the deluxe edition's 40% off for a digital copy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got. Oh, and then you got like Reelected. There's a lot of games that are on sale right now. Yeah. I might look into it, but at the same time, I have other financial.
It's a cool thing for people that there's some old games. Can check out some old games to play.
I never played the Saints Row franchise. I should play the Saints Row franchise.
But what I want to do with old games though is a mod just came out for Half-Life 2 that adds in VR, and it looks pretty cool.
Someone actually developed a VR version of Half-Life 2.
Yep.
Oh wow.
They like redid the UI and movement so you could do it in VR more comfortably. Because you can just take any first-person shooter, and there is a program that will like turn it into VR.
Okay.
Like I could play Prey in VR right now, but it would be weird and it wouldn't work well.
Right.
But this is actually like a mod that makes it work within VR.
Okay.
And I think it uses the touch controllers too. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, it says it's usable with both the Vive and the Oculus.
So it's a cool like little new way to experience it.
Yeah. So speaking of VR, before we started recording, I told you guys I went to that playcrafting.
Oh yeah.
Like Extra Life thing just to check it out at the Google office or at one of the Google offices.
A Google office.
Well, it's the Google startup office.
What
so
a
like
Google.
apparently if you want to start up an application or like, building a team for an application, that might be one of the places you'll end up starting off at and then going off from there. I don't know. It was just
it's like in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that show?
I need to watch it.
It's so good. It's basically it's kind of like what is it? Aviado, I think is.
I'm sorry, I'm anime. I only watch anime. Sorry.
I watched The Internship, which was essentially it's
Aviado. Yes, Aviato. That's his.
But it practically had a full on kitchen and all that. I'm like, this is how these Google employees are like living?
No, that's low end for Google. That's not like full Google.
No, I know.
Google got chefs.
No, I know. Because one of my friends used to work for the contractor cooking company that does the food for Google offices at Google because Google are spoiled brats.
You, Google.
They are spoiled brats.
No,
but yeah, no. So they had like different. It was an Extra Life thing. It was a streaming thing, and then you had like different streamers. I had no idea who the fuck any of them were because
I mean, there's so much. I think there's 1,500 partner streamers, 15,000, something like that.
There's a large.
But like on Twitch, there's a shitload of partner streamers.
Oh yeah,
you're not gonna know most.
Yeah,
of them.
I saw some of them in Twitch sweaters with like their screen name underneath, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. And so, but yeah, they had like Rock Band, they had Just Dance, they had.
That was fun.
They actually tabletop games too, but like the streamer people were actually on like laptop gamer setups. Like they had a laptop, they had a keyboard separate from the laptop. They had other people that had like rigs with multiple monitors. The webcam is like positioned over here, like doing their streams. Like I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck are we walking into here?
I'm actually about to set up my room to actually be able to stream better.
Oh yeah,
because I have a green screen.
Oh yeah,
but it's real shitty.
Oh,
and the way it's hung, it's super fucking close to my chair, and it's not big enough. And
there's
it's a pain in the ass. So I'm getting a screen that's just gonna go like far the back instead of hanging from my. Yeah, it's gonna be better, and then I'll actually be able to just like boot up and stream and not have to fuss with my fucking green screen for 15 minutes.
There's some streamers that have dedicated a section of their room, one room, to be the streaming location.
Yeah.
Other streamers I've watched don't give a shit and just have like it's in their bedroom, and it's like you can see like one the people I watch is Back Pocket Gamers. You can see his bed in the back behind him, and it's just like he'd rather do his streams like that. He doesn't care. Like you can see my bed. Whoop de fucking do. Who cares? It's like you're watching me comment on the game I'm playing and getting either pissed off to hell or like actually doing well. Who cares?
Yeah, my wall of shells behind my desk is just really ugly, so I want to green screen it out.
Yeah. But like it was interesting. My friends who came with me because I was bored on a nice day on Saturday. It's like, hey, let's go inside a building, which, to be fair, it was weird because like I was a little bit used to going into a building, being told like by the security person at the desk, like, oh, go to this floor because that's where that's how my French consulate is. apparently you have to go to the building, go on the 4th floor on the left side elevator because it has 2 separate elevators, and then you open out into the office. It's like, oh, that's interesting. But then again, it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So, but then there was one section that was kind of corned off by these roll around blinds, and I'm like, what are those people doing over there? And I had a feeling, because it was a full 24-hour type stream, that like the partners that were there probably have like cots or like resting locations, like take a rest and not be bothered by people, or they have showers. It could have showers over there. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That sounds cool though.
it was interesting. It was kind of cool. Kind of wish I wish we had stayed to like for the micro dancing, because they had like a Just Dance kind of competition going on. But other than that, I was just, if we stay there for like 2 hours, I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go home. It's like it was a fair decent amount of people there. So, but yeah, that was it was an interesting day.
I'm looking forward to our extra live stream. It'll be fun this year.
Oh, lovely. Are we gonna rent out a place for that, or are we gonna try to rent a place?
I don't think we need to.
Do we?
Well, now this place is gonna be a little bit more open, so we would have a little bit more.
But I mean, if we have our like what we're planning for the set for this,
oh yeah,
we can have 4 or 5 chairs around that and just do it there.
true. We can do
Because
that.
I mean, make it a little bit smaller and make it like better.
Yeah.
Smaller but better.
Yes. Well, considering also a large number of people are moving away.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Anyway.
Well, yeah.
This is all planning stuff. We don't need to talk about. But
Yeah. This is way down the line.
might be grabbing some more people in. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Anyway, so
What else happened in gaming this week? Let's talk about.
Okay. I want to know about this Hitman thing. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. So Squeenix is.
Square Enix?
Squeenix is. Square Enix, Squeenix. Either way. They're restructuring a little bit, and they are dropping IO Interactive. They're not going to be publishing Hitman anymore.
But we need our season 2 of Hitman.
Yeah, they're looking for investors to see.
Wait, but hold on. I thought Square Enix bought IO Interactive. Or actually, okay, I take that back. Originally, it was Eidos Interactive.
Yeah.
And then it got bought out by Square Enix when Hitman 2 came out. It was owned by Square Enix, so that's why you can only get 2 to now, whatever, through Steam or through the Square Enix website and all that. But so they're dropping one of their own internal developers?
I don't think they're internal anymore. I'm not sure.
It says internal studio,
Is it?
IO Interactive.
Oh, I guess yeah. They're
So they're selling IO Interactive out, or
Yeah.
they're selling them to other investors now.
yeah.
Just-
They're selling. They're getting rid of the studio. They're seeing if anyone else wants to take up the studio, but
I hope somebody does, because honestly, the Hitman franchise is a really good, stable franchise.
the weird thing is, it seems like I don't think that studio would be able to do Hitman.
Why? Because they own
Squeenix owns Hitman.
the intellectual property, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I really hope
they're getting
not.
rid of the studio. They're not getting rid of the Hitman brand.
But that's
So what I've heard from other people I've listened to, and what I think from reading this, is that Hitman is done. We're not getting season 2,
yeah, you fucking bastards.
even though they just announced season 2 not too long ago. I
God,
think it's now dead,
God,
which
damn
sucks because it actually is a pretty good game.
it's
like
a fun game. I like it.
They botched the rollout really badly, but because people lost a lot of confidence when they announced that it was switching to being a season game and cut up into pieces, and people were like,
which is fun. Well, in this situation, it's fine.
it worked.
It works because you had multiple ways of killing your targets, and
Yeah.
you can redefine, like with the kind of contract kills, you can redefine who your targets are going to be.
And it also kind of like even works with the lore, because like you go on a mission and then you go wait around a bit,
Yeah.
and then you get another mission and you go on another mission. So you're not just like back to back going out on doing these huge missions, you got a little waiting time between the missions.
Ironically, the game originally launched, the latest Hitman game launched a year ago, and it's been mostly positive reviews for the game.
People have really liked it.
That's why I'm saying like it's a really good staple of the game, of the franchise, and yet they're getting rid of the developer who created it.
It didn't perform well enough.
To whose standards? Theirs?
Yeah. It performed really. There's a lot of publishers that have really stupid performance requirements for the games.
That's so stupid.
It's really shitty.
So the statement from Square Enix that they've said was, to maximize player satisfaction as well as market potential going forward, we are focusing our resources and energies on key franchises and studios. As a result, Square Enix has regrettably decided to withdraw from the business of IO Interactive, AS, I forgot what that means, a wholly owned subsidiary and Danish corporation as of March 31st, 2017. This decision has
like a month ago.
About 2 weeks ago, yeah.
No, that's...
Or no, a month and a half ago.
Over a month ago.
A month and a half ago. I am totally off. This decision resulted in booking of extraordinary loss amounting to 4,898 million yen, which is, I believe...
Then you divide it by 1,000.
It's about 5...
Divided by 100.
It's about 50 million bucks.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly. It's a $50 million loss. Including disposition of content production account related to the business and impairment of loss of intangible assets in the financial result of the fiscal year ending in...
Oh my god.
So they are So Square Enix is looking for potential new investors for the investment of the developer. So actually, okay, you're probably right. They bought the franchise. They bought the naming rights and franchise rights to Hitman, but they could not help support the developer anymore, which is IO Interactive.
Yeah.
So
it sucks. It sucks that Hitman is dead. But...
Yeah. I like the franchise. I really do. It's a really good franchise, especially when you get a few people together just to see who the hell can beat your Hitman score. And it's it's fun, especially when when I played through it, this one mission where you are in like this Japanese high-tech medical center, and one of the missions is you have to it gives you kind of hints like, hey, maybe this guy's a potential person you might want to be able to get access to. And it's just, or there's one part where there's a full burn victim and he's getting full body reconstruction surgery, and he's getting the bandages off today, so if he gets that guy, it's like a full-on body disguise. And it's all these things are it was fun trying to figure out different ways of getting to your objective. That's what I liked about that game.
Yeah.
And even the previous games, the story was actually really fun. Granted, Hitman 1 was a little bit weird and the controls are a little bit clunky, but once you got to 2 and all that, it was really fun to get all the different missions and kind of explore who this guy is. I mean, this game also spawned 2 movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 movies. One with Timothy Olyphant and the other one with some unknown actor, which was
someone else.
Sort of closer to the original styling of the game. So, but yeah, no, that's a little bit fucked up.
Speaking of franchises that definitely have support, though, Forza. They'll have support until the end of time. That's
well, of course. And remember, that's
a benchmark franchise of the Xbox.
That's been around since the original or the when the Xbox 360. I'm getting my names mixed up here. The Xbox 360 launched. I think Forza was one of the main driving games you could get for the 360 around launch time, I think.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, during that time, Need for Speed was going down.
Yeah, it was.
It went from a very good game to just trying to copy a different racing game. You were your own You know, thing.
Hey, I liked Need for Speed. Okay, it
Well,
was a fun game for me.
After Most Wanted, it just, oh man, what happened?
Yeah, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
I loved Need for Speed back in the day. It was so good.
Yeah,
My favorite racing game.
and then they also did make a movie based off of that franchise.
Oh, why?
I think it's
that was hard to watch.
I thought it was a good movie just to kind of like sit down, kind of do nothing for 2 hours. Like, I'm bored. What the fuck is on TV to watch? I enjoyed it, but then again, I enjoy cars, so
You can't beat Fast and Furious for car.
Yeah, for movies, no.
that is true.
You've got Fast and Furious there. You can't beat it.
Yeah, that is true. I think it was trying to kind of copy the Fast.
There's
and
no
Furious.
competition.
And this, the last movie was just like so good. I liked the last movie.
But Forza Horizon's taken some of that wackiness that people love from car games, and they just released a new DLC last week.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels DLC.
So you can drive as like what, a fucking
There
fire
are-
engine?
There are, I think, 5 classic Hot Wheel cars in it. 6 maybe.
Oh, God.
And then they added a new island that has Hot Wheel tracks all over.
Oh, you've got to be shit.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to?
Yeah.
Floating fucking Hot Wheel tracks.
How are you supposed to beat the other player? Is it wide enough for you to?
Yeah,
play?
no, it's long, it's wide.
Also has a...
This is the Rocket League actually.
Yeah.
Rocket League also has the same thing.
It even also has the boosters, too.
Are you
It's super
shitting-
cool.
Really?
It's yeah, and the cars
here we go.
look gorgeous.
So you got for the Forza 6 Motorsport pack.
it's not Forza 6, it's Forza Horizon 3.
I'm trying to get to that stupid article. It's not loading quick enough for some stupid ass reason.
Just search Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah, that's what I did. Really, you gotta play a video for me? I don't want to. Can't freaking.
Oh,
damn
fuck
it.
videos.
Here we go. Forza Hot Wheels expansion. All right. All right. Where is it? Are you freaking kidding? Like, give me a list blowing off. Oh my god. It does not show you, or they don't in the articles. They don't explain it. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna use the screenshots.
Forza Motorsport.net has an article about the expansion.
Okay, well, so you have one car that has twin motors that looks
Yeah.
like a Corvette. You have what looks
It's
like.
the 1969 Hot Wheels Twin Mill.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And then the 2011 Hot Wheels Bone Shaker. And that's got the like...
So the hot rod.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
hot rod. Then there's the 2012 Hot Wheels Rip Rod. That's a cool looking car. And then the 2005 Hot Wheels Ford Mustang.
Oh yeah.
It's just a tricked out Mustang.
It does look nice though.
The Jeep Trail Cat.
Which is a big tire Jeep.
What?
And
Okay.
then the Zenvo ST1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then the Toyota Hilux.
So here's an
Oh, and Zonda R. And Chrysler and cars.
yeah.
But yeah. Look at those fucking tracks. That's awesome.
No, I have one pulled up right now, and it's like a fucking track, like going
Yeah.
over water, over an island, loop de loop. It's like we'll even hopefully we'll.
So basically, for those kids out there that played with Hot Wheels, going vroom vroom.
Oh, I'm sure this was
and just
no. This
throwing
is
them on those
literally
things.
targeted to anybody who had a Hot Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like, hey, you know those Hot Wheels you used to play with as a kid? Well, you get to drive one on a track and see what the fuck happens.
It made me reinstall Forza.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also, another cool thing with this expansion, they also added a bunch of PC stability stuff, which made it run so much better. But yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to do fucking Hot Wheels.
It really just reminds me of the.
And you can also use regular cars on the track.
Right.
It's reminding me a lot of the, what is it called? It's on GTA. It's the mode they recently just came out
Yeah,
with.
the like micro racers or whatever.
No,
Something
not
like that.
Micro Racer. It was I forgot the name of it. It was like tricked out tracks, just like it looked like Hot
Oh,
Wheels.
just the stunt track one?
Yeah,
the
that's,
stunt
yeah,
tracks, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. I think they probably saw. Well, that did good. You can do better.
They've done Hot Wheel stuff before in Forza. It's just they just went crazy.
Yeah, they pretty much just want.
Also, this has definitely been in development for longer than that GTA has been out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super cool. I love Horizon 3. It's such a fun game. It's a great racing game, and I'm so happy I can play it on PC now. Yeah, great. I always love the Horizon games. We'll get a new actual base Forza game with Scorpio, because of course they're gonna make a Forza game to show off Scorpio.
hopefully it'll.
So
like
7, I guess, and then we'll get a Horizon 4
Yeah.
the year after. I'm looking forward to seeing. I cannot wait to see, like, have Scorpio out.
Right.
The name, have the design.
Were they going to possibly show it at E3?
They have to. I hope.
You hope.
I hope they shadow drop it and just like, Scorpio, it's out now. Buy it. Go.
If they say like Scorpio, you can get your pre-orders now, then
It'll probably be pre-orders.
I can imagine. Yes, pre-orders like go straight to your local GameStop. It's like, I need this now. Give it to me.
Go buy it now. It's in the stores. Surprise!
Yeah. Watch, all of a sudden, like they'll have their streaming count all of a sudden drop dramatically. Yeah. It's like, sir, we lost our huge streaming count. It's like, shit, I shouldn't have said that shit.
I think Microsoft E3 conference is Sunday night.
I don't know. I have friends who are going to that, so we'll see how that goes.
June 11th. Why don't they fucking tell the date? I don't know when June 11th is. I think that's the Sunday.
June 11th?
That's the Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday evening. And then E3 is earlier in the day. Oh. No, sorry, Microsoft is earlier in the day. E3 is later in the day.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Let's see.
No, that's not the time.
So what else do we got going on?
What else do we got?
Yeah.
We got.
Don't nothing. So
Oh god.
Speaking
No.
I have to I need to here's now my
Is it the griping section of the podcast now?
Yeah, it's the griping section now. So I'm thinking, because recently in the news, because even though we talk about video games, we do also have, new technologies coming out for other things in our lives, like self-driving cars, smart homes. I realize if you were to, like, say if you, like, millennials and all that shit, like, do the whole smart home thing, they're gonna die. I feel like they're gonna kill themselves.
What?
Think about it, and this is just my fucked up brain thinking about it.
Tell us, how will they die?
So because everything will be connected to one, like to a router or to the internet or something like that. Like say like, oh, I forgot to turn the washer or the dryer off or whatever. It's like you can now, like, I'm sure you could probably connect it to a smartphone and be like, turn off. But it has to be connected to your internet. What if your internet goes out? You're fucked. Nothing will activate. Nothing will connect and nothing will work.
They still work like normal.
I mean,
it just adds extra
but
features.
I feel like people are getting stupider with this bullshit.
Get off your ass and turn it off.
But the millennial doesn't do that.
No, that's a
alone.
very common misconception. It's not that people are stupider. It's just that stupider people are able to just
get access
be
to this
normal.
crap.
Yeah, because it enables stupider people to just be able to do stuff better.
I'm sure when, Generation X, when the remote for the TV came around, it's like, oh, I don't have to get off the couch. Then, the
remote's gonna make people stupid.
And I'm sure the older generation was just like thinking, you're gonna be a lazy ass mother and all that crap. And it's like,
Hold on, let me check if did I close my garage door?
Nowadays, literally you can control your TV from your phone practically now.
I do. But and to be fair, I do get really annoyed when my lights stop responding to my phone.
See.
But it's not like. I can still fucking get up and turn them off.
I know you can, and you're like, I'm just saying, there's gonna be that small percentage that's gonna freak the hell out. Like, oh god, I can't control my lights. I can't control my speakers. Nothing's working. What's going on? Like, I know I have a feeling that there's gonna be that percentage of people that's gonna act like that. And like, cause with even with the freaking washing machines, they all have computers in them now, to where like you can dial in all the little features, and then you don't have to literally, or you could just turn into a knob, automatically goes to the setting it's pre-programmed to, and do what it needs to do. And it's, but I feel like you even have refrigerators, like I mentioned. Like,
yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah, we've talked
refrigerators that have cameras inside that look at what you have inside there. So when you're like in the store, you can say, "Oh yeah, what's in my fridge?" And you look at what's in your fridge.
Or there is a fridge that will detect that's connected to your Amazon Fresh shopping account, and it's like, oh, you need this, and automatically order it. There is a fridge that does it, and I think this is the stupidest BS in the world. Granted, it's also kind of convenient depending on who you are, but it's just this, like, I don't want my fridge to know what I eat.
Let's be honest. Only those who have money will actually buy those things.
I mean, until they get cheaper. They get gets cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah.
I still won't buy it.
Okay, like...
But when you need a new fridge in 10 years, and all the fridges do that, you're going to buy one.
Yeah, you're going to end up...
Yeah. if all of them are like that, then yeah.
Because, I mean, right now...
Unless I go retro,
for like $1,000 or $1,200 for a fridge, it has a 2-stage door system where you have, like, your immediate access foods that you want to, like, snack on right in the first door, and then you can open up the secondary door to get to your normal, like, oh, I need to cook all this stuff. They already have that now at $1,000 some odd for a standard fridge.
I want the fridge where my dog can walk up to it, grab me a beer, and bring it to me. Get me that fridge.
You know, dogs are... I've seen videos of dogs being smart enough to access the freaking ice machine on the outdoor ice maker.
I've seen videos of this.
Yeah,
I mean, in 20 years, we'll just be like, go get me a beer, and your little robot will just zoom over to your fridge. And
okay, if we're going straight up to Rocky 4 or Rocky 5 robot butler thing, then you're at the point of like, oh god, why am I even alive?
Well, Roombas, I guess, would be the closest thing.
Roombas?
Yeah, the vacuum robots. Right?
It's gonna be a more advanced Roomba.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, for God's sakes, you practically almost have it now.
Everywhere it walks or goes, it's vacuuming.
It's like, oh, Master has dirt on his feet and he's dragging it all over the floor. Must sweep it up. It's gonna be one of those anal retentive like cleaning robots, and it'll develop consciousness.
You're walking around and it's just following behind you. Vacuuming as you're walking.
Then it's gonna realize like, Master is dirty. Must clean. Master. It's a plot point for some horror films, for God's sakes. So,
for some reason, the way you said that word, I thought you said porn.
I thought I said horror for a minute. I was like, horror.
Yeah, whoa, horror porn.
I mean, yeah,
it works.
But yeah, no, it's just like you're getting more and more. We're in the point right now at the pinnacle where we're now getting more and more into developing smart homes, and houses nowadays are starting to slowly upgrade to become a smart home where everything can literally be turned on, turned off, easy access by either access from a phone or access from literally a button.
So talking about smart homes, I always get these newsletters from Fry's, and then one of them is always like, oh, new stuff to make a smart home. It's always like the Ring doorbell, the Net.
But the Ring doorbell is more of also a security measure too.
Well, yeah, but it's
part
basically
of smart home.
Yeah,
it's part of a smart home.
Okay, fine. It's part of a smart home.
The whole time I'm just thinking, Disney Channel warned us about this.
Oh yeah, what movie was that?
The Disney Channel warned us.
Was it the one with the holographic person? Oh yeah, I remember that movie. No, but like if you had a Ring, like even before Ring came out, you had like other types of you had previous models of like security camera act like in the corner of your thing. You're sitting at a computer, all of a sudden you hear the doorbell, you hit the security camera button, you're like, I'm gonna pretend I'm not here. I don't want to deal with this person, or like something of that sort. But now the Ring is more popularized now, to where it's like, oh, I can access it from my phone. Who the hell? Yeah, I'm not home, or I'm literally not home. It's like, click. Hey, just leave it at the door, or whatever. It's like,
and then they've got the like Wi-Fi deadbolts, so you're like, oh, I want to let them in, and you unlock the door.
That's actually popular with a lot of Airbnb people now.
Yeah,
which is like, oh, hey, I'm at the house. All right, 1 second, click. It's like, can you get in? All right, cool. And then
Okay, so the only fear I have about those wireless deadbolts, smart people can actually get in your house now. Then
smart
people that can actually hack into your computers and everything, and
I mean,
get access
if they're, because
let's be honest,
they're hackable.
Yeah, let's be honest. The people that get it will be idiots and lazy and
I'm sure they've like developed to the point where it's like, we should look into see if our shit can be hacked. I'm sure they've looked into that. And they have. Yeah.
The main ones are really secure.
Yeah, like you wouldn't buy a $200-$300 Wi-Fi deadbolt if it wasn't secured to the point where it's like, if some hacker was trying to get in. It's like, fuck, I can't get through this shit.
Also, what the fuck is the point of like hacking into a fucking a door when you can just like whack the window next door or next to it and walk in?
Because okay, some criminals
door locks only keep out honest people anyway.
True.
Like it's not.
Like, I don't know. There's people who like the challenge. There's people who are just like, all right, we need a hacker to get into this house and blah blah blah. And it's like, why don't you just break a window?
Well, I mean, so if you put it this way, it's if you can hack one, what's stopping you from being able to do all of them now?
What's stopping you from breaking the windows of all those
Yeah,
houses?
what's stopping
Well,
you
that's the thing, is
literally
like
from
if-
breaking my bay window right there?
Okay, you break the window. Don't you have an alarm system that's connected by magnets?
I'm not going to answer that.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to answer that if someone figures out where I live.
Well, I mean, you just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes, I do. There are magnetized things on my windows, but there's also, we're in the middle of a remodel currently.
Don't people have those on their front door as well? And you have to, once you open your front door, you have to go and click the thing on.
Yeah, that's usually the
Like it's the same thing.
Well, I don't know.
There's a typical thing where it's like, hey, all right, here's unlock the door, and here's the alarm. You tell a person who's
Also,
renting
those
your
alarm
place.
systems don't work.
Yeah, they don't do. They don't.
Locks only keep out honest people.
Yeah, like the alarm.
If
like,
you're gonna get broken into, you're gonna get broken.
I had a
into.
friend of mine who had like a fairly decent alarm system. They literally cut the line. Like the people were smart enough to cut the line to break into the house, steal their stuff, and then leave. It was just like, and the alarm company said, "Oh, it's not our fault," but it's like, you lost signal to our house. You didn't think that was a problem. It's like, oh, we thought it was a power outage. And then if you can sue, like there's ways you can prove it to make it the company liable. Like you didn't do your job to call the police if our alarm didn't go off or disconnect it for some stupid reason.
Yeah. It's a whole like it's all for peace of mind, but it doesn't actually do much.
It also technically does lower your insurance rate in your house.
Yeah, that too. You can save money.
Yeah. So it's
anyway.
sorry, that was my gripe about smart homes.
Couple quick game things before we end. There's some rumors Far Cry 5 is gonna be a Western. Which
so is it all of a sudden like the year or the couple of
apparently
years of Westerns?
Apparently
now?
it's Western themed.
But I'm so like all the Far Cry series were more modernized like games.
Except for
Why do you want to go back in time?
Primal wasn't.
Primal. Well, it might be modern.
Oh, it might be a modern Western.
Yeah.
I'm
Western-ish.
Western-ish.
But I think the rumors it's going to be set in Montana.
I have nothing to say about that.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't know. I'm interested to see something different.
Okay.
Could be cool.
Montana's the middle of freaking nowhere. It's coal mining country.
But nowhere.
It's all weird shit.
And then Divinity 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, just released a new mode called GM mode. And they did a really cool way to advertise this. They got Matt Mercer in and a few YouTubers that I watch, and they did a did a little one shot.
This is essentially it's a Dungeons and Dragons type of game. Okay,
you can run a little RPG.
So wait, so then is there a GM who actually controls like different aspects of the game while you're going through? Oh, okay.
They had Matt Mercer come in and be the GM. And run these other people through a little campaign type thing.
Oh, that's interesting and cool.
Yeah,
I feel like your brain was just like, I have so many things I want to do.
I already run D&D.
I know, but I mean, with that, it's like
this will be more fun because it's like
more all visual over everything.
Hey, it's always fun to have more visualization.
I know. It's a cool way to get people into the role playing. Mm-hmm. I like D&D because it's more flexible. Yeah. But this is definitely more locked down. There's less you can do in it.
Oh, okay.
But you can still do a lot.
I don't know.
And it's a cool way to get people into it.
That's what I
kind of like the idea of being able to.
This will actually get a new crowd.
Babby's first role playing game. It's people that are like purists and are like, no, it's not real unless it's sitting at a table with a pen and paper and dice. Then it's like, fuck off. Like, it's cool to like make a little introductory ways to get people interested.
Yeah. Much. I don't see.
So it's most likely it's going to be just how the groups of when Final Fantasy 15 came out, there was the the real heavy. No, this ain't Final Fantasy. This is hack and slash. This is not turn based. It's like, what is this? This is not it.
What is Final Fantasy? Like, it's changed.
Yeah, but there was a huge group of people that were like,
Yeah.
they weren't going to play it. This is not the way they remembered it. It's just nostalgia. It was just not there anymore.
Wait, but wasn't that whole like more active combat style? Wasn't that started in Kingdom Hearts or something?
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people were saying. It's like, we didn't want a Kingdom Hearts. We don't want Final Fantasy.
Like I honestly like the ability to like change on the fly. It feels like it's a little bit, for me, it feels like a more controlled environment than it is like not being able to control jack shit. Like, oh, he's gonna attack me. Fuck, I can't do shit because he fucking poisoned my character.
I personally liked how it went. I loved the game. I hated the last fucking dungeon, but
I'm sure people hated the last dungeon.
And the reward was not even worth it. That auto dodge is not worth it.
Are we talking about Final Fantasy or are we talking about
Final Fantasy 15?
Okay.
Because the hardest dungeon on there, the last one you could do, gives you a cape that auto dodges for you, which fucks you up every time. And it's not worth using at all. But my roommate who loves Final Fantasy does not want to play it just because it's a hack and slash.
I mean, it's fair enough.
Yeah,
that's his prerogative. It's on him. I mean, to me, I played what's it called? I played Kingdom Hearts. I played Final Fantasy X and X-2, which I want to go play again. And
yeah, and also with the whole Final Fantasy thing, there's tons of people that didn't play Final Fantasy. Oh, God, I can't talk anymore.
And this is early too.
Final Fantasy 14 is MMO.
Yeah,
tons of people didn't play that. It's still a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
but it's just
based in the Final Fantasy universe.
Yeah. I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 was still a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
So really quick, apparently, on Reddit there was a leak about the Steam Summer Sale.
Ooh,
that's
coming.
Yeah, June. It's going to be between June 22nd and July 5th.
So like right after E3, everyone's all hyped up on E3, and then
they're gonna buy a shit ton of games.
Buy a bunch of Steam games. It'll be interesting to see this year because it's gonna be no more Steam gifting. So it'll be the first summer sale without Steam gifting.
So you can't buy a game and buy it from or give it off.
It's changed. You can still gift games, but you can't buy a game as a gift and store it in your inventory. And give it later. They got rid of storing games in your inventory.
Oh, okay. So you literally have to type in that person's username or whatever, and that immediately goes to them. Okay.
You have to send it to them at checkout. It's there's a whole lot of reasons behind it. They put it out without any any notice.
Huh.
But the main reason behind it is that people would buy games on sale, hold them, and then it would go off sale. They would like trade them for keys, and then
the whole G2A thing or whatever.
It fucks with the economy of Steam and the trading economy for stuff, and so they just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Now you can't games that you had in your inventory. I've got like a few games in my inventory from random things. They're still there. They're just same as always. But when you buy a new game on Steam, you cannot just put it in your inventory.
Okay.
You have to either redeem it for yourself or send it to someone immediately.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
There are a very vocal minority that were very upset about it.
Oh, whoop de fucking do! It's like if you have friends who like you feel like you want to buy a game for, then buy the game for them and make sure you type in their username. Whoop de doo.
I can kind of see like. Yeah, if a game went on sale at Best Buy for $3, I could go buy 15 copies and hold them. But it's different.
That's physical copies.
Steam is different. Like we have to acknowledge that digital is different.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't remember when was the last time I actually bought a physical PC copy. Like I am very much I'm very much physical copies on consoles. Realizing this. I haven't bought a PC copy in God knows how many years.
I haven't had a disk drive in my PC for
I think this is
years.
My previous build that I have. This is the first time I ever had no disk drive because of the fact that it's like, do I even use a disk drive at all?
I just don't have a disk drive. My case is smaller because of it. Yeah. It's nice.
I never needed a disc drive. I always remember I didn't want to buy a disc drive. I ended up just buying one that's separate that I could connect with the USB, and that was it.
Like if I really need a disc drive, I'll just go buy a USB one for like $20.
$40, yeah. Like even laptops now are removing the disc drive for more space on like for RAM or storage or for even.
Well, it's more just make them smaller.
Yeah, that too. Like I mean, they have. I saw Linus have like one of the uber thin portable laptops. And I'm like, ooh, that looks pretty. That looks portable as hell.
Yeah, the LG Gram is super nice looking.
Oh yeah, that was that one. It was, and it's just like, you know, and this was when I got this, or I think when Razer announced their Blade series, they was like, yeah, it's this a super thin, blah blah blah, and all that, and it's like, huh. I'm sure that's probably not going to carry. And then all of a sudden, like you see less and less laptops have a physical disk drive on their own bodies. It's like,
are you saying that Razer started it? Because
no,
they did not.
No, they didn't. It's just that
they did not.
No,
it's been a thing for a lot longer.
Oh, I'm sure. I know the Lenovo's had no disk drive on a lot of their business laptops, but it was just like but like on main consumer laptops.
If anything, Apple started it actually.
Did they? They had this
with MacBook Air.
Oh yeah, they did. Well,
But that was kind of niche, and
that was a very niche market.
And then they did it on the Pros as well.
Yeah, they had the super drives.
Actually, I think the Pros lost the disk drive before the Air came out. I don't. No. It happened a while ago.
The Pros had a super drive still.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah,
they had a super drive because I wanted to get a 17-inch MacBook Pro, and it had the super drive still when the Apple Airs were more prevalent in colleges. But now, like, all of the MacBooks don't have freaking drives. A lot of consumer laptops don't have drives because they're more or less a combination of two tablet combo things now.
Yeah, drives are just big and people don't use them.
And when was the last time you had a physical CD?
Yeah. You can even buy Windows 10 on a USB drive.
Yeah, that's what I have to do for my girlfriend because we're building her PC, and I bought her the same case. I bought her the S340 in white.
Such a good case.
It's a really pretty case, and then I realized, like, you don't have a physical drive. Fuck, I gotta make you buy the thumb drive.
No, you can still buy the CD key. You can make a thumb drive on your computer.
Yeah, there is that, but like,
it's cheaper to buy just the key.
Is it?
Yeah, by like $30.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that.
It's like $80 for the key and like $110 for the USB drive.
I have to look up how to like follow the instructions.
It's super simple for Windows 10. There's literally, you go to the website, download the media creation tool, plug in USB drive, and let it go. Oh. They made it super simple.
So plug and play.
Yeah, it's
literally plug and play.
You just have to have another computer, which you do.
I have several. So
anyway, we're obviously wrapping up. This is getting real off topic, so we're gonna add a new bit in, taken from my new favorite podcast that I've been super into. It's called the Easy Allies Podcast. Go check it out. They're on Patreon. They're on YouTube. They're one of the cool new gaming groups that's funded by Patreon. They just turned a year old not too long ago.
Oh really? They've been around for a year now.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see what episode we were?
Yeah, very beginning, 21.
Oh, okay.
We can drink now.
Blackjack.
Yay! I didn't say that. We can drink now.
Oh god.
But yeah, so we're gonna do bets, and we're gonna have teams. You got team
old fucks.
Yep, you got your team, and then the rotating guest, one or two guests will be
team unexpected.
Yeah. That's your team. How
you came up with the name? You forgot it?
What was it again? No, I'll be Team Podcast Daddy.
Poppy Chulo, bro.
Poppy Chulo. Oh, Jesus Lord.
But yeah, so how it will work? Each week we will start off with a bet that I will come up with before the podcast, and we will get each person will place their bet before the podcast. This week, the bet is, what spot will Injustice 2 hold on the top selling video games list on Amazon next week at this time? Well,
because that's
at this time relative to end of podcast.
Yeah, because it's coming out this coming Tuesday.
It is coming out Tuesday. It is currently number 5 on the bestsellers list.
Yeah.
And where will it be?
Well, I mean, it came out on Tuesday.
It comes out on Tuesday.
Well, no, it comes. Well, to us, it comes out on Tuesday. It came out on Tuesday.
Okay, technically, it comes out 9:00 Monday night. Yeah, technically.
Well, I mean,
it'll be out by the time you listen to this.
Yes,
it's already out to you. To us, it's not.
Yes. To us,
so for our information bank this bet, we don't know what Yeah.
We don't know. You know. We don't.
Yeah. So Patrick bet.
I betted that it would be at 7, and the reasoning behind that
Let's just get all the bets first,
right,
and then
go
you
ahead
bet
with that.
4.
and then I bet 6. So yeah, and so reasoning behind it.
My reasoning is behind it because of the fact that it's at 5 right now.
Yeah.
Is that's based off of pre-order sales. And I mean, it is a very niche type game because it is a fighting game using DC characters. Injustice 1 did very well. Injustice 2 kind of goes on a new story tangent with Brainiac now in it.
Yeah.
And also you have all the extra characters that you have to technically pay for to unlock and all that crap. But anyways, so I think that at 5, it's not going to go past his 4 mark because the 3 highest selling products are the first 3 alone are PlayStation money credits.
20, 10, and 50 for PS Store.
Yeah, and then number 4 was what again?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, and that just came recently out for the Switch, so it's like that one's gonna probably stay there for a while until all Switch owners have it. And then what's behind the?
And then at number 6 is PlayStation Plus for 1 month.
Yeah, so I'm guaranteeing you, PlayStation Plus will kind of subscription base will slightly increase due to the fact that people will get the pre-orders from.
So we'll see how it was. Like, you think it'll go up by 1 slot? It'll bump out Mario Kart.
I doubt it.
We'll see. And I think it's just gonna drop one slot. So if it stays where it is, then both me and the guest slot will win a point. And if it drops, then yeah. And so we'll see.
And I get the point because I'm an old asshole.
So, and if it goes up a bunch, then solely will be there.
Well, the reason is with mine, it's that's the PlayStation version that's at number 5.
Yeah,
right.
And
which is hilarious.
The top 3 are PlayStation.
It's just PlayStation has a bigger install base than Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's just how it is.
Yeah. So my reasoning is it's getting bumped off. It's getting bumped Mario Kart off.
Well, it's just we have to see whether it holds that. Like, I bet on Tuesday it's going to go up, but by Sunday will it still be up there?
Well, let's be honest. There's with Amazon, you have the gamers that pre-order. Then when Tuesday it comes out and kids are in school start talking about it at school, they're gonna be like, "Mommy, Daddy, I want this game."
We'll see.
You can get it on Amazon.
So this. Oh well. Shit.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It does say it updates hourly, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So yeah, as of right now, it is at 4 currently. But again, we're basing this
It's a week from now.
Yeah, we're basing this for a week.
This is our first time.
Where's my sunglasses?
This is our first time, looking at this stuff and really betting on it. So we'll see. We'll see how it rolls out next week. We'll have a new bet. We'll have the results from this bet, and we will
get a new one at some point.
And we'll start tracking points, and we'll see where the points go. See who is the master better.
Keston, go fuck me up.
The pun right there is just like, oh dear Lord, no.
I had to say it.
Why did you?
Let's go.
Oh, whatever. All right. Anyways,
I want to be the master better.
Cool. You do that. All right. Anyways, I think we're done.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. We'll see you next week.
We so far won.